So, Mike. Thank you very much. This is beautiful. Huh? We've hijacked the event. Yeah. They said 2:30 you have to start. We are here at 2:30. Organizers are not there. So what? We have taken up. Yeah, wonderful. So they give me only 10 minutes to speak. Now you can't do any speeches in 10 minutes. So I thought the best thing I'll do is, I just want to come to the audience and say, I want some of you or whoever wants to, what is top of your mind as a problem or as an opportunity in one word? Come on, quick. One word, is there a top of mind opportunity or a problem that you're seeing? Anybody? Nothing? Customer entry, yeah. Anybody else? Customer experience. Anybody else? Sorry? Process. Okay. Anybody else? Understanding. Everything is around customer. Fabulous. Anybody? Sorry? Legacy. Oh, legacy. Sales, conversion. Wonderful. So let's just pick up this. Sorry, there's one more hand. Talent. So let's just pick up these 2-3 words. Okay. We'll talk about customer. We'll talk about entry, conversion. Okay. So starting with customer and entry, I believe all of you are in retail. You know your customer very well. Yeah. Am I right? At least you know your customer. Okay. I also believe that you know your product. And therefore, I'm sure that your assortment is matching the customer, and it's already focused on that, yeah? I think the big question that you have to look at it is, how do I get, sorry, Diego, we started at 2:30 because you had asked me to do that. Oh, wonderful. So 2:45 means I'll get 25 minutes time. Thank you so much. We can chat for another 25 minutes, yeah? Okay. So I was looking at a store in a mall, and they kept saying, you know, customer entry nahi hai, customer entry nahi hai, customer entry nahi hai. And I was talking to the store and say, how many customers do you require to make your money? So he said 150 customers. I said, how many customers do you have in the mall? He said 3,000 customers. How much of the 3,000 customers are your kind of customers? And he says, almost all of them. Where do you advertise? Social media. How much do you spend? I spend on bloggers, and I spend on influencers. I think this is where the biggest challenge for all of us is. I think the challenge is the customer is there next to us, okay, but for some reason we want to go all around the place and look for customers. So if you are in a mall or you are in a shopping street, let me come to shopping street also. Last week on a Saturday, I was addressing the Kachi Forum. And one of the things was, there's a mall next to a shopping street and the mall is doing so well, okay, but we are not doing well, there's no customer entry. Same problem. You're talking of a big street. It could be a Brigade Road, it could be a Lokhandwala street, it could be a commercial street, same problem. But look at the issue behind the problem. Infrastructure in the mall is 10 times bigger than the infrastructure on the street. Not from an infrastructure point of view of a road, but infrastructure point of view of a customer service. So if you are not able to provide the customer service and experience, since you talked about it, on the road, customer will go to the mall. Now if you go and talk to women, go and talk to anybody, and ask them what is the first requirement when you go to shop. What do you think is it? What is the most important requirement of a customer when they go to shop? Look at this. Parking, bargain, associate. What else? Needs, products. No. No, please go and Google and research. The most important thing is a washroom when you go to shop. The most important thing is a washroom when you go to shop in the streets, the high streets, the commercial streets and the Brigade Roads. They will do everything, but there will be no washroom. If there's a washroom, it's the dirtiest washroom. But there are some washrooms that are very, very clean, but they are locked up and the keys are with the owners. And it's called owner's washroom or director's washroom. So owner jaake washroom mein baitho na, dhanda to customer de raha tumhara. So to me, I think this is very critical. When you look at a customer entry as an issue, the first thing look at it, is my customer just near me, next to me, around me? Because of this social media, because of these influences, we look at everybody around, but we don't look at customers who are next to me, near me, or whatever. The second thing which again keeps talking about is, if you have been in the retail business, means you have had customers. If you have had customers, means people who have come and shopped. And theory says it is easier to talk to an existing customer than getting a new customer. Ask this question, what do you do for your existing customer? You know, when I talk to people and say, what do you do for your existing customer? A lot of them say, sir, we don't have a loyalty program. No, there is no need for a loyalty program. But are you loyal to that customer? I mean, that's the question that you have to ask. Yes, sir, we are very loyal to the customer. But what do you do for the loyalty to the customer? You don't have a loyalty program, but you are loyal to the customer, so what do you do? I think ask this question. And to me, the connect between an existing customer and an existing business to develop loyalty are only two. Your associate or salesperson who's there on the floor, and what you deliver as an experience with the product. Other than that, there's no third thing which actually will lead you to disconnect or the customers coming back and back again. And especially in this world, because for this experience, probably you require much more than just product and your sales associate, because your customers have become omni and you are not omni. So you have to become omni. And omni is not anymore the requirement of technology. Let me give you an example. How many of you shop a little bit from the kiranas still? A lot of you shop from the kiranas. Do you have an experience where you give him a call and he comes and delivers something for 10 rupees or 20 rupees? Would you call it offline or online or omni? It's omni, because one of the definitions of omni is jam. You know, mobile, M part is very important. So you call on your mobile, he receives on your mobile, he sends a guy. Okay, that guy is not called delivery or e-cart or any other thing. He is a Nagesh who's coming to deliver to you, and you get your merchandise. That to me is omni. So do you do that omni? Because everybody, when we talk to, sir, we don't have technology, we don't have, I'm talking of very small retailers. We, in our trust, deal with 30,000 kiranas. So I'm telling you of the kirana experience versus anybody else that we are talking of. So ask this question, how can I be loyal to a customer? Yeah. I can give you data. When a customer comes and shops on her own, if she spends 2,000, if you have a customer who's been coming to you again and again, means a part of a loyalty program, generally it's a 2x, the customer shops 4,000. And if you have an associate, we call as personal shopper or whatever, the average is 8,000. 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, whichever business you are in, go and check. This will be exactly the same. If you look at the customer acquisition cost in this country, delivery cost, all of you know, the last mile delivery cost is 70 rupees, 67, 70, 72, depending on the efficiency. If you look at the customer acquisition cost in this country is between 650 to 2,000, depending on what kind of a customer you get. So your customer acquisition is 2,000, the last mile delivery is 70 bucks. So 2,000 rupees is this. Whereas if you look at a loyal member when he comes back, a loyal customer who comes back, that customer is giving you twice, and when you have an associate, he's giving you 4 times. Now this is where comes the question that why is it that the associate is giving me 4 times or 3 times or 2 times? And this is across, I'm giving you data from my shopper stop experience, but this is data that I have checked up from a sari shop, I have checked up from shops which are actually selling, I have checked up from supermarkets, you know, where there's somebody to just help, and it just doubles. This is where the sales associate becomes very important. If he or she is contributing this much, so I can tell you in shoppers, out of the 4,000, 5,000 crores turnover, 10% of the business comes from personal shoppers. We have about 250 personal shoppers. An average personal shopper sale is 12,000 versus an average ticket size which is 4,000. There are personal shoppers who do between 3 to 5 crores a year. Individuals or associates who do 3 to 5 crores. There are customers who come into a store, I want to meet Nagesh, Ravi, Pankaj. Specifically, they want to meet with one associate because that's the number. But what has happened with us is we've just forgotten this breed of people. And I'm not saying you forget this breed because you're gone online. But this breed, this human beings, these fellows of ours are also there in the last mile delivery. The technology has changed. Offline has become omni, but last mile connect has not changed. Even today, the last mile connect is happening through a delivery boy or a girl. The only difference is in a retail environment, that last mile is connected by the brand with the customer. In an offline, online environment, the brand is getting connected with the customer through a third brand. Your brand is getting totally lost. So again, think through saying what you're doing to your own brand when you go online. I'm not against online. I'm saying think through what can you do to really take the brand along with you when you go online. I get a call from a gate, said delivery boy आया है delivery से. Shopper stop का नाम नहीं है, soul flower का नाम, किसी का नाम नहीं है वहाँ पर. And he comes and delivers and he takes your signature. So the brand is lost at the time the product gets packaged. And many products, आप अच्छा सा पैकेज देना उसके ऊपर वो Amazon का पट्टी डाल के प्लास्टिक बांध के your brand is lost even in that hand. So what do you do? And we have been struggling for this. I mean, we had some idea in Shoppers. It was implemented. I don't know how much it's worked, but I can share with you. We started putting a small sachet of perfume inside our packages. So when you open the package, suddenly there's a very nice fragrance comes out. And that fragrance gives you saying, oh, it's come from Shoppers. So just a unique differentiation to say, can you make the difference? I don't even know what's the result of that, but something that we experimented a few months back. So we're talking of customer entry. I'm saying look at the customers that are nearby. I'm saying look at the customers who are loyal to you. Ask this question, how can I be loyal? And I've been saying this for years. Loyalty program in the industry is supposed to be loyal customers who come to you. In my opinion, loyalty program is where loyal retailers go to the customers. The customer has already made an effort and has come to your doorstep. Okay, they have made more effort than you have made till now. जब तक वो दुकान के अंदर नहीं आता, हम तो पैर भी नहीं उठाते. वो दुकान के अंदर बेचारी चल के कहीं से ऑटो लेके रिक्शा लेके ड्राइवर के साथ, she makes so much effort to come to you. What effort have you made? Nothing. But after she comes, if you don't make the effort, like somebody was saying customer experience, then how will you actually get the best out of the customer? So that is again important, and this effort can only happen if you are planned for the experience. See, you can create moments of magic and delight only if you plan for that experience. But if you don't plan for that moments of magic and delight, then it doesn't happen unless your associate is working with passion and heart. Because then he is actually doing something which is fantastic. I mean, tomorrow we have our awards happening in the evening. There are lots and lots of stories. Okay, but I have seen associates, and we'll announce the stories and the winners tomorrow. There are people who have carried 15 kg supermarket products on their head and waded through water which is knee deep in Chennai and gone a kilometer like this to deliver khana to a single mother who had her parents who were in the 80s in the house, and for her that food was very, very important. Now, that single mother must have spoken to hundreds of them. If this gentleman becomes the winner tomorrow, then we are going to speak to millions of them. But look at that one experience where it has taken the brand. So question is, do you really check this? Do you talk every day in the morning in your store and say, hey guys, how was our service yesterday? Hey guys, did we create any new experience? And if you have got that in one store, have you taken that and actually spoken to the other stores of yours? All of you run chain stores? No. There is wealth sitting inside our companies. There is customers sitting just next to us. There is customers who are willing to come back and repeatedly serve us or get served. But we are all looking at social media. We are looking at all over the place. I'm not against it. I'm saying there is a very low-hanging fruit within our business to really tackle this. Yeah. So that was on customer entry, and customer experiences. Now, on the experiences, you can take the first experience that a customer expects once they comes into the store. Can anybody say? The single most important thing which becomes an experience for a customer when he or she enters your store. Greeting and eye contact. No. 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 This is all hygiene, yeah. This is not expectation. They expect this to be there. I mean, if you're not even greeting, what's so big about it? She or he completes the experience only when one thing happens. Availability. Just simple availability. If you do not have the product that she has come for, okay, that experience has no experience. You may do what you want. Try this, na? And I can give you one example of this, okay, although it's a competition. 10 years back when I was in Bangalore in front of a Shoppers Stop, Margaret Road, and I was talking to a customer, and they just came out, and I saw lots and lots of lifestyle bags. And the customer is coming out with the family. So I spoke to the customer and said, ma'am, how was your experience? I don't see any purchase from Shoppers Stop, and I see all lifestyle bags. Do you know what she said? She said, Mr. Nagesh, we love you, but we shop at lifestyle. This is the customer telling, you know. I went deeper. She said, you know what? What I want, I get there. I don't get it in your shop. But we love your shop. We love your people. So whenever we come to lifestyle, we shop there, but we still come into your shop. So now you can say, what experience you give? Air conditioned, service, सब कुछ धंधा नहीं करते, माल ही नहीं बेचते आप. So that's only because of availability. Now this is again a problem with technology and everything. We are still not running 100% availability or 95 or 90% availability. I mean, that's a question that you have to ask yourself. So these are very, very simple things that we have seen which can improve your business by 2 to 5% at one go. The last thing I want to say before I leave, otherwise they'll kill me. We talk of business. Do you know that the last 5 customers of your store at 9:15 in the night, if you're closing the store at 9:30, can swing your business by 5%? Has anybody tried this? But just the opposite happens in the store for experience. If your store closes at 9:30, if you have women working in your store, large stores, at 9:15 they are all in the washroom, hair, makeup, getting ready to go. If there are men working, they know they have to stay back for another 15-20 minutes, they'll be winding off. You must have even seen shops where they have taken off every product. Go to a perfume counter, they've taken all the product, kept it inside, 15 minutes pehle. So I keep repeating this. I must have given this example here many years back also, but let me repeat this example. And this was told by one of my HR guys who actually went as a store manager, one Mr. BVM Rao. He said every time we were only achieving 95% business. We never achieved 100% target. And he found that this is the problem. So he and 5 of his department managers would go and stand at the door at 9 o'clock in the night. And whoever came at 9:15, they would address those customers on their own. And he said, after that, sir, I have never achieved less than 100%. Reason, that is a definitive customer. वो घूमने नहीं आया, उसको ज़रूरत है. And therefore the customers come into a store. Yeah? She or he knows what she wants. Because she knows the store is closing at 9:30. Why would she come at 9:15? She knows I don't have to run. She'll directly go to the section. When she goes to the section, there's nobody in the section. So these guys will actually catch the 5 customers, walk the store with them, go to where they want, and you'll do your business. So such simple things that happens in retail, and this will continue to happen irrespective whether you're a small shop or a Shopper Stop or a Walmart or a Reliance, anybody. This works exactly the same way every time, every day. Because at the end of the day, eventually the bigness of retail comes from accumulation. Thousands of stores together make Reliance what they are. But at the store, the same thing that you have to do, that's what I and you do. Okay, so great. That finishes my session because I was given only 10 minutes. If you have time, I'll take a question. Otherwise, thank you so much. I can take a question. I'm privileged. One question if anybody has. Yes, Mr. Amit. Yep.
Hello.
No.
That's for you, sir.
Hi. Okay, I thought somebody else is speaking. Thanks the way you always guide us. One thing I have in my mind, and it always brings that thought to me, why most of the retailers are unable to scale up in the real retail. Wow. You spoke about all these things which we should take care of, and I think it's very, very valid, the washroom thing. I think we somewhere go back and we forget all these things. We remember here, we say, wow, wow. So what is that you feel that is stopping us to grow as a retailer? So
Amit, there are 4 or 5 kinds of retail happening in the country. Okay. I think the first retail that's happening is product retail. All of you know. I keep a product I sell. Yeah. The second is happening, which is the customer focus, which means I sell a niche. I mean, you sell only hair growth oil. That's a niche I'm in, but I'm so good at it that nobody can beat me. So there's a product, then there is an experience-led retail, which is I create experiences and customers are sticking to me. What I'm seeing in the country is that we have gone into capital-led retail in the last 5 years. Okay, there's a lot of capital which is chasing. And for growth, because we look at country as a country, and one of the videos that RAI wanted me to do, I did mention, there's no need to look at a country as a country. I mean, you can look at a city as a city. Like I mentioned, Kumaravel is not there, but I don't know how many naturals are there in Chennai? 500? 250. So one brand, Naturals, can have 250 stores only in Chennai. Why does he have to go all the way and open a store in Lucknow and after 6 months close the store? Not required. So we have capital, whoever, small of us, big ones, but the first thing we do when we come to India is first store Delhi, second store Bangalore, third store in Mumbai. And that's where the first mess starts. So if you can open 30 stores in one city, maybe that is the domain, because each city of ours is like a country. So capital is scarce for you and me, but sometimes the capital is not scarce for many. Okay, I and you have what I call it as capital, which is either borrowed or where we are looking at returns over the next 1 to 5 years. But there are players who are coming who are looking at returns between 1 to 50 years. Now you can't match that. So how do you look at a differentiation? Look at a place where you can go and serve what you want to serve, but in a very niche way. That's the only way you can scale up. So scale up has, and again, I keep repeating, nobody in Europe has ever entered Europe together. Nobody. Italy, Switzerland, Germany, France, it takes them 25 years to go to Europe. Here we enter first and go to India, the largest country in the world, or one of the largest countries in the world, and that's our problem. And we have faced, I have in my own journey faced a lot of challenges because of doing this, and failed miserably in many of the projects that we took. But I think we have to sort this out. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.